welcome to Metro West Conference Boys Soccer tonight here at St. Louis Park High School Stadium for a match between the Chanhassen Storm and the St. Louis Park Orioles. The Chanhassen Storm, according to the records that I had, were 4-4-2, and the Orioles 7-2-1. Anyway, this is Ira Gerwitz and Kelsey Tatarek bringing you tonight's match here at St. Louis Park Stadium. And I'll turn it over to Kelsey real quick to give you tonight's starting lineups.
Starting for the Chanhassen Storm tonight, we have number 1 in goal, Caden Carlson. Number 2, Christian Lang. 3, Alex Miller. 6, Silver Diaz Ortiz. 8, Ben Giles. 10, Craig Claggett. 11, Braden Sanders. 12, Aaron Dodge. 14, Mason Drazan. 15, Will Anderson, and 20, Michael Henry. And starting for the St. Louis Park Orioles, in goal, we have number 1, Luis Benitez Matias. 6, Thomas Knizer. 7, Jovan Dennison. 8, Daniel Lanesbury Jr. 11, Bennett Kwame. 13, Owen Christensen. 14, Luca Guarin. 15, John Ryan. 17, Mason Beshi. 21, Nicholas Kent, and 27, Elijah Siha-Flory.
And we're underway here, and as you can see, and we have a throw-in coming up right away for the Orioles. Chanhassen doing their best to hold it in the St. Louis Park zone. But the Orioles will break it out on the right side, carrying it down the touchline, and send a long ball, and it's too far for Lanesbury. And the Storm tried to bring it out on this near side. It's knocked out by the Storm, and we'll have an Oriole throw-in.
Orioles with possession. And a bit of a tumble there, but Chanhassen comes up with the ball, playing it forward.
Last game that we televised for the Orioles, they had a heartbreaker. They lost 2-1, I believe it was.
Yes, yep.
To Chaska, and that was in the last minute or so of the match.
Even worse was a missed penalty kick opportunity earlier in the match.
That's right. So, we'll see how things go tonight. I know they won a couple nights ago, so this is their last regular season match. And we'll be going into the section playoffs starting next Wednesday. And my best guess is that St. Louis Park will be seated number 2 in their section. And therefore they will have a home game, and ParkTV 16 I know plans on being there for that match, so we hope to see you then as well. Headers in the box, Orioles tried to clear it out, didn't get much of it, but the Storm headed it towards the goal, and the goalkeeper made the easy save.
It's also senior night. It was for the girls' game earlier, so I'm believing it's also for the boys here, which is always a fun moment for the team to be able to recognize the seniors, especially with such an odd season that they've had.
Right.
With
Short
COVID-19.
and fast.
Yeah, definitely.
And they didn't do it quite as fancy as they normally do at halftime of the girls' game. I mean, they got the parents out there and got the flowers and so on, but usually they spend a little more time talking about the players, but with COVID-19 they wanted to get that done and over as quickly as they could. And they do have a celebration in the school building.
Oh, nice.
For the seniors and their parents. I'm not sure if anybody else is invited to come because of the closed situation with both COVID, but
would make sense that it would just be parents and players.
Right. Here comes the Oriole corner kick to the far post, headed, and back across the goal and over the goal line.
And another corner kick, it looks like. Just deflects off of the the Chanhassen defender. Ball served in.
Longer kick this time. And it's going to be another corner.
Let's see if Park can make something happen off this one. Third time's the charm, right?
Yeah. Another header by Chanhassen. And it goes out of touch for another corner kick on this side. They're just going to go back and forth.
Let's see. Orioles looking to make something happen here as the ball's served in. Again, headed away by the champ. Oh.
And they coughed it up again. Now we'll go back to the other side for a corner kick.
This is number 5. Let's see how many we can get. Ball served in.
Oh. Still in control by the Orioles. And then slide tackled out to get it up the field a ways. Now here come the Storm. Long ball. And out to get it is Matias. Another look at it up front there. It's off the Orioles.
Good control by Chanhassen. Playing it long and forward.
Looks like they may have been watching some of the Chaska game because they're trying to beat the Orioles defense like Chaska did with the breakaway.
Yes, long balls over the top, trying to create those 1v1 situations. Here comes another. Orioles defender does a good job of getting back, and now it'll be a Chanhassen corner kick.
Again, Chanhassen has good speed up front.
Ball served in.
Oh, nice deflection and a goal.
Good one-touch finish by the Chanhassen attacker. It's right at the top of the 6. Well-placed corner kick. Here it is again. Corner kick comes in, and number 2 just able to get that one touch. Yep, and number 2, Christian Lang, a captain for the Chanhassen Storm, getting the first goal of the evening, bringing Chanhassen ahead 1-0.
In the 7th minute.
Christian Lang.
And just like the girls' game, the Orioles fall behind 1-0.
43. Lang at 6-4-3.
And the Orioles, long ball too far. It's going to be easy. One hopper to the goalkeeper.
That's the way to do it, though, for Chanhassen, right? Get the corner kick, finish it. Park had 5 opportunities.
Yep.
Couldn't get one into the back of the net.
And it was a pretty little deflection there by Lang.
Yes, definitely a fantastic read.
And the Storm again. And they play it back to the goalkeeper, and he'll send it upfield. Kent with the ball, lays it off on his right side. And blocked out by the Orioles for a throw-in. Headed up by the Orioles. And Chanhassen gets it, plays it over the top of the Oriole defender. Ball goes out of touch, and we're going to have a throw in for Chanhassen once again.
Looks like it's going to be a long throw the way everybody's backing up.
Yep.
Almost like a cross or a corner kick off this throw. Lang taking the throw. And definitely a big one.
And headed it towards the far post, and the keeper came out and got it.
It's always nice on a team when you have someone that can throw the ball into the 18 at the top of the 6.
Just like having a corner kick.
Exactly. Creates so many opportunities.
Get it out to halfway. Play it out on the far side. And intercepted by Chanhassen.
Nice one-touch passing by Chanhassen. Oh, and just too big of a touch. Orioles defender able to collect. But Chanhassen wins it back.
Long ball again. And Benitez plays it upfield. Matias, I should say. Matias. Offside, no. I don't know if the referee held the flag down because the ball didn't go to him, or if he wasn't offside. It looked like Lanesbury was going to be in an offside position.
Yeah, my guess is that he just wasn't involved enough in the play. Chanhassen doing a really good job of controlling the ball, just keeping possession. Slowly moving it up the field.
I agree with you. No, here it is again.
And that's number 11 for Chanhassen, getting the second goal of the night. Braden Sanders, the other captain for the Chanhassen Storm, comes up, gets in a bit of a... There's a bit of a miscommunication, it looks like, between Orioles defender Christensen and Benitez Matias. He's able to just play it between them and find the back of the net.
This is not what St. Louis Park wants to happen. Going into the section playoffs, and now they've faced two teams. I didn't see their away game the other day, but two teams that are just killing them on the long break shots. There's one in the goal. Oh, that one just goes wide.
Great idea, just looking to chip it over that goalie. But, yeah, definitely not the way. Here it is again. Just gets it forward. And the Orioles, Ryan just misses that back post.
Referee blows the whistle. The substitutions are being made. Holds up the restart.
Yeah, this is definitely not how the Orioles anticipated the first 11, 12 minutes of the game going.
Nope, and now they're going to have to really work their
Number 10,
butts off.
Ruiz Shimada enters the game for St. Louis Park.
Yeah, they're going to really have to get some possession back. It feels like Chanhassen has really been setting the tone for this game, keeping possession, and the Orioles just haven't found their sweet spot yet, their rhythm.
That one's off the Oriole player, but it stays in. And the Orioles again. This time it's Orioles number 10, Ruiz Shimada. But ball's cleared down once again by Chanhassen. Yeah. Play back to the goalkeeper.
Good step by Kent, plays it forward.
Yeah, score! Lanesbury with the goal.
Good finish, just good patience, right? Awesome ball played in by Kent. Plays it through Lanesbury, has time and space, creates a 1v1 with the goalie, and able to just play it past the goalie to that front post.
Scoring for St. Louis Park, number 8, Dan
at it here.
Alex
Creates that space between the defender.
Time of the goal,
Good poise as he just
53.
slots it past
Late from
the
Ruiz
Chanhassen
Shimada
goalkeeper,
at 12:53.
making the score 2-1.
Number 18, Alex
Orioles still behind by one, but chipping away at that 2-goal lead Chanhassen had.
Ruiz Shimada got the assist on that goal also.
Here comes Chanhassen, though, at the top of the box.
Well, at least the Orioles got themselves back into this game early, just a couple minutes after Chanhassen put themselves ahead by 2 goals.
Definitely getting a bit of momentum back into the game.
Must have heard me say they're going to have to work their butts off.
They knew you were thinking it, Ira.
Yeah. Did I say I was working with Chanhassen St here tonight at the Fox Sports studio?
No.
That's you.
Oh.
If I could only do the English accent to introduce you that way.
Ball played across. Orioles defender steps, but Chanhassen wins it back in the 18. Drops it back.
Good no call. Chanhassen continuing the pressure. Now there's a foul called against the Orioles. Just outside the 18 by about 5 yards.
Good position, center of the field, not too far away. I'd be taking a shot on goal if I were
Absolutely.
at the kick.
Absolutely.
Orioles setting up a 4-man wall, or maybe 3. One broke off.
Seems like it's on the wrong side of.
Looks like they're covering the front post, leaving the back post for Benitez Matias.
From the single, it looks weird, but it's not. The Orioles block it.
Chanhassen looking to serve the ball.
Could have been a dangerous kick there, but no call. And now a foul called against Chanhassen. Long kick over the halfway line. Now it's all the way back to the goalkeeper. It's Will Anderson.
Good movement by Chanhassen.
Alex Feliciano gets taken down out there. It's going to be a free kick. No, it's going to be a throw-in. I'm sorry, I was looking down at my sheet. I thought he got tripped. But throw-in being taken by Christian Lang.
Another big throw coming up here.
Orioles miss on the header, and then they finally get it and put it out over the goal line, so it's going to be a corner kick coming up for Chanhassen.
Yeah, the Orioles now with Lang's long throw-in for Chanhassen will really need to be aware of when they're kicking the ball across the touchline in that defensive third, because it's going to act like another corner or cross.
Exactly. This corner taken a little bit too far outside the box. And then the Orioles finally cleared downfield. It's kept in by Chanhassen, but then picked up the rebound. And that's Lanesbury. Puts it to a breaking man, but it was partially deflected and came up short. A handball, I believe, called against Chanhassen. So free kick coming up for the Orioles. taking the free kick. And he plays it to the short side. And it's going to be a goal kick.
I don't know if he was aiming for that or if he just got a mistouch. No one was really running for that ball. It didn't seem like they were anticipating that. Everybody was more towards the back post. Looked like they were expecting the long ball into the back post, run in and try and get a header or a volley off into the back of the net.
Yeah, either miscommunication or, as you said, a mistouch. That's Knizer was trying to win that ball. Now the Orioles block it there, but he goes past their teammate. Race down the sideline. The Orioles doing a good job of getting there first. And they keep control of the ball, send it downfield. And now possession by Chanhassen. Deflected away. But St. Louis Park gives it right back. Chanhassen playing very good. Lots of good touches.
Yeah, they're just playing the simple ball and playing it quickly, able to ping it around Park.
Park finally intercepts. Knocked out a touch, and it's going to be a Chanhassen throw-in.
Park wins the ball, looking to play it up top.
Header won by the Orioles, but then couldn't connect on the pass from the header. Now Matias comes up to the top of the box, picks it up.
Plays a short ball to center defender. Move it back across. Orioles looking to keep possession, but it's played out for a Chanhassen throw-in.
Headed back into the middle of the field. Orioles blocked that one. Push in the back, no call. Win it again. Play it to the outside. Too far for the Orioles. Kent.
Good decision to just shield that ball out.
Yep, let it roll out and get a goal kick. As they were under a lot of pressure, too.
Yeah, he had no other real passing options if he did win the ball.
Right.
Number 11, Kalani, returns to the game for St. Louis Park.
Lays it out on the far touchline. Send up field looking for a race. And Chanhassen will patiently send it out. A nice little move around the defender. Plays it into the middle. Back up front. To Lanesbury, I believe, or Knizer. Orioles. Block shot. And a race for it again. The Orioles are going to get there first this time. And Matias will pick it up. Looks like the Orioles have made a little bit of an adjustment there against those breakaways.
Definitely, yeah, they're definitely more aware of them. Keeping a defender back to be able to anticipate those runs and to not have it truly be a breakaway 1v1 to goal situation.
Another throw in for the Orioles. They kept it in for the Orioles. It was ball front. Kent shot. I think that was, no, I take that back. That was number 10.
Nice
Ruiz
ball.
Shimada.
Nice ball, just played right back. And a good decision to just take a touch, turn, and get a shot on goal.
Yep, and got a corner kick out of it. There's another touch in front, another one in front, another one in front, hitting a bunch of players. 3 opportunities, but players there from both teams to block the shots.
Yeah, good effort by the Orioles in the box there. Here they come again.
Another block by Chanhassen.
Right, yeah, Orioles looking for that back post there. Chanhassen goalkeeper, though, comes out and able to snag it before the Orioles attacker is able to get there.
Headed away. Nizer. Cleared out of touch, and another throw in for St. Louis Park. We're in the 25th minute of the first half. Oop. Just got it away. Beshi. Kwame was knocked down, but he got back up, and the Orioles still have possession of the ball. Nizer plays it forward to the outside. Chanhassen gets possession, plays it outside, and here they come again, but intercepted by the Orioles. Drop pass. Up to Knizer again, who plays it in. The ball played forward, man breaking on the right side. Drop it back, it's in the box, cleared out with a header.
Much better possession there by the Orioles. You can see the urgency in the attack more that was lacking in the first 10 minutes of this half.
Exactly. It was a wake-up call when they gave up that second goal.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, the first goal they're like, oh, we can come back from that, but to go down 2-0 with 10 minutes into the game, I mean, that's not a wake-up call for anyone.
Number 8, Giles.
Curious what they're thinking.
Return to the game for the Storm. Number 8, Lansbury returns to the game for the Orioles.
Another long ball played up on the right side, headed out. Yeah, it'll be a throw-in for the Orioles in the middle third. Nice ball across field. Ruiz Shimada. And knocked out a touch by the Orioles. Substitution coming in.
Good defensive step there by Dennison. Just get it out, slow it down, let your teammates drop back.
Shimada puts it back across the field. A nice long ball, shaken down, no foul called. Oh, yes it is, no.
Nope, looks like it's just a throw.
Yep.
Yep, offside was missed as well.
Substitution coming into the match for the Orioles.
Ball served in.
Oh, didn't quite get a clean touch on the header there. Was Lanesbury. Good effort, but just didn't quite get it right.
Yeah, he does a good job of pulling away from that defender, losing his mark, creating space, but yeah, just couldn't quite get enough of his head on it.
He had the right idea. He was getting it down low, so he'd have to dive for it if he was going to stop it, but just, didn't, like you said, didn't have enough on it. Here come the Orioles again. Ball played on the left side. Rounds away. Nope. Trip there, no call.
Oriole player staying down on the ground. Oriole shielding it out of bounds. Oriole player back on his feet, but slowly jogging.
Singles Park wasn't real happy with no call there.
No, definitely not.
It did look like he tripped, or was tripped. But
Between that one and then the other one at the other side of the box a few minutes earlier.
yeah, he clipped his right.
Yeah, from behind.
Yep.
Here comes the corner kick, served in, headed away by Chanhassen.
There's Lanesbury, shot is blocked. No, it's Kniser again. That 6 and 8 are hard to tell apart.
Good step by is that Kwame?
I can't read the numbers.
Right idea, Chanhassen with possession now. Good step by the
Lanesbury,
Orioles.
he scores. It takes a bounce.
Good finish.
No, it was
Number 5.
5. Looked like an 8 that time for me.
Here we go. The Chanhassen defender tries to clear it away. Number 5, Cruz, just takes a touch around his defender and keeps it low on the ground. Just bounces right past the Chanhassen keeper to tie the game 2-2.
Cruz with the goal.
5. The assist.
So, Orioles make the comeback, have the momentum now, so we'll see where it goes. That one was in the 30th minute of the half.
And that goal, I mean, the shot, when you saw it taken, it didn't look like it was going to go in. Headed pretty much in the direction of the keeper, but
Right.
that's why you keep them low and on frame. You never know what's going to happen.
And it just skipped on him, and I don't understand why it skipped, because it's not damp out there, I don't think, right now. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, the Orioles had 3 players there that could have gotten a shot on goal. And,
Right idea, just a miscommunication there.
yep.
Yep. Everything's right.
You can see the energy level here picking up for the Orioles as they've tied the game. Really feeling like they're back in it, ready to win it.
And they need to win this game to secure that number 2 seed in the section.
Exactly.
Or at least, in my opinion, the number 2 seed in the section. Another onside. Oh. And Chanhassen got their first to clear it out of touch. Back in the middle, blocked by the Storm. On cross, got by the first player. Keeper got part of it, and the Orioles score. Is it going to be a goal?
And
No, it's offside.
What a scramble, though. I mean, good effort.
Yes,
Just
it
a
was
bit.
excellent.
Here comes again number 17, takes a touch. Good ball served in just over the top of the Chanhassen defender.
Actually,
I don't know about that one.
by rule, if the defensive player makes a play and trying to clear and misplays it, the player is not supposed to be offsides. That was a rule change a couple of years ago, because I remember at a Minnesota United game that on TV, Buzz Lagos was saying, "Why is that player not being called offside?" And then they explained it. That was probably more like 3 or 4 years ago. So that shouldn't have been an offside, because that was a misplay clearing attempt.
Yeah. And like you said, with it being a rule for the past few years, it should be pretty well known at this point.
Right. I'd like to send a copy of this to the head of the officials in Minnesota.
Well, the Orioles will just need to get another one, get it back. But easier said than done sometimes.
Number 14, Grayson is back in for Chanhassen.
Again, play being stopped because substitutes were not off the field yet. This has happened a couple times tonight now.
There it goes off on the end. Another one of the new rules, you can go off towards the closest line instead of having to come to your bench.
Good save by Carlson for Chanhassen coming out and stopping the goal scoring attempt for the Orioles. Plays it short. Chanhassen keeping possession.
All bounding back and forth between players, teams. Cross picked up by Chanhassen.
Good ball played out wide.
Yep, to Guarn. Almost snuck that one through.
Right idea there. The Orioles so far have been finding success with those through balls into their target forward.
Yep. Yep. Oh, nice job. Touched it around the on-rushing defender. Now, where is he? Yep. I didn't see him get dispossessed there, but they got it back. Deflection there is going to result in a Chanhassen throwing.
Number 3, Miller returns to the game for the Storm.
Minutes remaining in the first half. Lots of scoring thus far. 2 goals each.
It would be big momentum at this point with under 5 minutes left in this half for one of the teams to get a goal leading into this second half.
Yeah, it would be. You never want to give a goal up in the first 5 or the last 5 of the half.
Definitely not, but they seem to happen the most in those time frames.
Yes, they do. People just in the beginning they don't have their legs loosened up enough, and in the last 5 they're tired and
Exactly.
taking it a little easier and find it's costing them. Now, is this an offside? No. Another good time run by the Orioles. The fans are yelling for offside as well, but
As we've said in previous matches, the fans often yell at a lot of things.
oh yes, yeah. That's why one state a few years ago banned fans from any of their traveling soccer games.
Oh,
And I heard it was great. The fans didn't like it, but the kids actually liked it because they didn't have the parents screaming at them.
yeah, it's really sad when you see, the way parents behave on the sideline affect the performance of their players and the teams, and
Exactly.
really how fans can either be uplifting or extremely demoralizing.
I remember probably 3 years ago, I was lining a 16 boys game, and the center referee was having some problems in an earlier match. We'll see that what happens here. There's a shot that's going to go wide of the goal, out over the goal line, and So I was asked to come either evaluate him or, since I was working the game, I could do it while I was doing the job. And there was one parent that was so out of line, yelling at the center referee, and I went over and told him while the play was dead, I said, let the referee make the call. Jumping on him before he even gets a chance to make a call. And the guy just gave me a rough time. Who do you think you are? And so on. And I said, I'm the referee assigner.
Yeah.
And this is not allowed by Minnesota Youth Soccer.
No.
So keep your mouth shut. And he says, I know that. He says, I'm a referee. Well, I said, then you should know better than to yell
You
at
should
the
be the one,
referees.
encouraging the refs and the fans to do the right thing the most. I mean, there's a reason why there's a referee shortage.
Exactly.
It's often, I know as myself, I started reffing when I was 13, and that's when lots of people start reffing. They're in high school, and to be yelled at is not a way people want to spend their time.
No, I mean, here I've been doing it, I hate to say how many years, but about 33, 34 years now. And I don't like getting yelled at either.
Exactly.
And sometimes, as much as you try to ignore it, it affects the way you call the game.
Most definitely, yes. Oh, and pass just overplayed there just a bit. Goes out for a Chanhassen throw-in.
Coming up to the 1 minute mark, remaining in the half.
Remaining in the first half. 1 minute.
Ball sent in. Takes a bounce in the box.
Off the goalpost. Orioles were very fortunate. Oh,
The ref had called it anyways
Oh,
for,
okay. I was
for a
wondering
foul
why.
against the defender there, right there.
Oh,
as you
yeah,
can
I see that now. I was wondering why he handed the ball to him.
But still a bit of a dicey moment there for the Orioles with less than a minute remaining in this half.
Yep. We were talking earlier, you don't want to get scored on in the last 5. Here comes a chance for the Orioles now. Time to get a goal. Deflected in front. Went to the goalkeeper.
And see it again here. Lanesbury just cuts it back. Looking to take the shot. And deflected.
He was fortunate his defender was able to deflect it there because it looked like it was heading towards the far post. And there's the buzzer to sound the end of the first half. An exciting first half.
Most definitely.
You think that Chanhassen is going to run away with it. And all of a sudden the Orioles come back within about 17 minutes of each other. First it was, I can't talk here, Chanhassen scoring 2 within 4 minutes, and then the Orioles within 17 minutes score 2 to come back to tie it at 2-2. So interesting match here. It doesn't look like they are going to have the senior boys introduced here. So that's going to do it here for halftime. I'll quickly just give you a recap of who scored. In the 7th minute, number 2, Chris Lang. And in the 11th minute, number 11, Braden Sanders to make it 2-0 in favor of Chanhassen. And then in the 13th minute, Dan Lanesbury with the assist going to Ruiz Shimada made it 2-1 in favor of Chanhassen. And then in the 30th minute, number 5, Elijah Prus scored to make it 2-2. Both teams playing aggressive, good passing.
Yeah, like we said, high-scoring game for this first half, but yet still tied. So every goal is going to count in this second half, every opportunity, and it's going to be the team that steps onto the pitch right away with energy and intensity and that hunger to get a goal.
And victory important to both of them for seeding in their respective sections. And as I said earlier, St. Louis Park with a win would probably tie up the second seed for their section. But that's a long way from the end of this match, and anything can happen. So We're going to take a break here with the score tied at 2-2 here on ParkTV 16. This is Ira Gerwitz for Kelsey Tatarek, and we'll be back shortly.
Today, millions of people all across America are building a life in recovery from mental and substance use disorders, helping themselves and helping each other, with friends, family, and community, lending their strength and support. Join the Voices for Recovery. Together, we are stronger. For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral for mental and substance use disorders, for you or someone you know, call 1-800-662-HELP.
And welcome back to tonight's Metro West boys soccer match between Chanhassen Storm and the St. Louis Park Orioles. Game tied 2-2. An exciting game here. This is Ira Gerwitz along with Kelsey Tatarek, bringing you the second half, which the whistle just blew to start it. And we'll see who comes out on top of this one.
The Orioles starting the first half a bit flat, with the Chanhassen scoring 2 goals in the first 11 or 12 minutes, was it? Kind of bringing the Orioles into focus, energizing them to fight and to get the goals, which they were able to do and tie it up in the first half 2-2.
Well, now we'll see who takes advantage of the other team first.
Exactly.
Orioles can't decide who's going to take the throw-in. I think the throw-in to Kwame. Loose ball. There's a shot towards the goal. The Orioles get it back. Now here comes Chanhassen. Brings it back a level. And the man overlapping on the right, I think he was intending that for the right side, and then the Orioles intercept it. Oh, a little bit too much pace right at the back of his heels. The ball bounced away. And now it's back to Chanhassen coming on the attack. And again, broken up by the Orioles, picked up by Garin. Tried to play it through. Kwame with it. Lays it off on the left side. Back to Kwame. Back out on the left. Into the box and cleared out. Chanhassen gets it again and plays it out over the touchline near the halfway line. And we'll have an Oriole throw-in. And now it's going to be a throw-in for the Storm. Race for the ball. Orioles get it on their back line. Send a high ball downfield. And Chanhassen settles it and plays it back to the goalkeeper. Switches it up to the near side, goes around the defender.
Good ball played down the line. Orioles defender there. Orioles goalkeeper sends it up to half. Kwame battling for the ball. Finds his outside defender.
Right up along the touchline again, knocked out. And it's be a throw-in for the Orioles. And out wide to the near side. Down the line. Warren there. He's taken down.
Call the handball prior.
And be a additional referees in the stands again making calls.
Guarin a bit slow to get up there, but ball's played in quickly here by the Orioles.
There he's grabbing him by the back of the shirt, pulling him down. There's a shot on goal.
Lanesbury was there for any rebound, but the Chanhassen goalkeeper keeps it firm in his hands. Again, distributing just with his hands here, just looking for Chanhassen to keep possession.
Yep. And that's not a bad move.
No, and Chanhassen has been doing such a good job this game of just keeping possession, playing 1-2 touch, finding feet.
Guarin, nice little spin move. And the Orioles drop it back to the back line. Long ball played up on the left side. Man breaking.
We're going to get an offsides call here.
I was wondering if that was going to be an offside. I didn't hear anything for quite a while. It was a delayed referee's whistle. Lang takes the goal kick, sends it about 50 yards downfield. Yep, and here comes a chance. Two men coming, but the Orioles defense blocks it. Attempt as a pass or shot, whatever he was thinking. And control again. Yep. Stepped in, but the Orioles intercepted it back. Kwame gets a rebound, but it's played away.
Orioles with the ball again.
Yep. He's downing.
Yeah, on the ground again, man.
Oh, nice idea there. Lanesbury saw, I think it was Kwame out front there, but the defender blocked it.
Good turn there. Draws the foul.
Just outside the penalty area.
Guarin taking the kick with his left foot, probably looking to swing it into the goal, or at least into the back post with an Orioles attacker running onto it. Assistant referee there marking out 10 yards.
Looks a little short of 10 to me, but... Oh! The header by Kent just goes wide.
Great idea there by Guarin. Finds Kent. Good time to run by Kent, able to break free of his defender.
Number 11, Sanders, is back in for Chanhassen.
Brandon Sanders comes in on substitution for Chanhassen. Nizer plays it forward. Kwame has a man breaking on the right. I think that was Guarin, but it was intercepted. Orioles having some nifty little moves there. Yep, that's wide of its target. Intercepted, but the Orioles will get it back. It wasn't controlled. There's a hard shot. High.
Good composure there by the Orioles, just keeping the ball, keeping it calm at the top of the box, picking a moment to release and get the shot.
Was a three-pointer though. They could use that.
5-2.
Yeah, or they could use it for the football game.
Oh,
Whatever night they play, I think it's tomorrow. I don't recall. Come double pressure. Played out wide. Yep, they blocked it. Now here they come 3-on-2. But the Orioles defender reads it, steps in front, and now they play another level up. Warren is knocked out by Chanhassen. Flory going to take the throw in. The Orioles are substituting. Warren comes off.
Number 9, Silva, and 10, Ruiz Shimada are back
Zua
in.
and Ruiz
for
Shimada
St.
come in
Louis Park.
for Warren, and I didn't catch who the other player was that came off. Orioles intercept again. Played into the middle. Nice little touch around. Kaiser almost went around the second defender there.
ooh, missed touch by the defender. Here comes Lanesbury, top of the box.
Ew, the keeper got just enough of it to slow it
Still
down.
in, still in. Zua looking for the shot. Scramble.
Oh,
My goodness,
kick.
what a mess that was in the Chanhassen box.
yep, here's the first one. Lansbury goes off, I think, the inside of the goalkeeper's foot. And the defender gives it up.
Good effort, though, there by the Chanhassen goalkeeper. Carlson makes 2 saves that keep Chanhassen alive. Here comes the corner kick, cleared away by the Chanhassen defender, but still in the box.
Yeah. And Zua had a chance, and so did Ruiz Shimada.
We're going to get another corner kick here for the Orioles.
Wow, that plane is low and going fast.
Orioles looking to make something happen here. Many corner kick opportunities yet to capitalize on one. Here come the runs into the box.
Header by Chanhassen. And there's a shot. Oh, and a great save by the goalkeeper. Carlson goes up high and grabs that one. Orioles tackled from behind, or pushed from behind, whichever way you're going to call it.
A good spot for a free kick.
Yep. Uh-oh, yellow card coming, I think. Well, he's telling them something.
The worst kind of yellow card to get, in my opinion. As a coach, always upset if this happens. Well, he doesn't get the yellow here, but he was on the edge, that's for sure.
And this guy is a very good referee.
Yeah.
He works state tournament games all the time.
And there's no need as a player to talk back to the ref. You
No.
already got the free kick.
Yep.
Don't
He
don't
wanted-
waste the opportunity. Don't make him mad, right?
Yeah, and all he was telling him was bring it back 4 more yards, and he has a better idea where the foul occurred than where the player does while he's getting pushed over.
Exactly. Orioles with the ball playing back to Kent. Orioles looking to keep possession. Ball played through to Zua out wide. Just a touch too big. Orioles back with possession.
Oh, couldn't get that one through. Kwame had a player breaking on the right. Was blocked by the defense.
Ball played in. Chanhassen with the header. Played out wide. Just can't quite save it, so it's going to be an Orioles goal kick.
26.5 minutes remaining in the match. 2-2 the score.
Number 13, Christensen, returns to the game for the Orioles.
Another block by the Orioles. Chanhassen gets it. And they go on the attack. Long ball sent forward by Diaz-Ortiz. Orioles knock it out of touch and be a throw-in.
See Lang coming back up from center defense to take this throw-in. Reminder from the first half, Lang with the throw that gets to the top of the 6. Orioles needing to mark up tight here.
Maybe he'll surprise him this time and do a flip throw.
Ah, you never know. Ball sent in.
Ball's deflected by a couple of players. But Benitez Ramirez is, or Matias rather, is able to follow it across and grab it. Ball played in once again. One defender back, but that ball went through to him. Oh, the Orioles tried to break out on the left side, but it was blocked by the defense once again. And now they send the ball long into the middle. Tried to get it to Lanesbury.
Ball played wide. Zua looking for the cross. Plays it out for a goal kick. That would have been a good one-touch. He had players in the box. Just serve it in.
Yep.
When you're that close to the end line already, you don't have much room to play with there, as he found out.
He had Ruiz, Shimada, and Lanesbury out front.
With defenders tracking back, you never know what could happen.
Exactly. They got their back to the play and can't see what's coming behind them. Orioles again spreading the field. Oh, nice ball through. Leave it for the left outside, Zua, I believe. And partially blocked there onto the field of play by Chanhassen. And a long ball. It's going to be a race again, but the Orioles are going to get that ball this time.
Ball sent long. Ball goes through. Lanesbury at the foot chase.
Oh, nice stop again by the goalkeeper.
He learned from that first goal from Lanesbury.
Yep. He knew to stop it with his left foot, or his right foot, rather.
Yeah, cut off those angles. Come out, make the space small. You can see him here make that decision.
Yep, he covered the right side of the goal with his body well, and Lanesbury needed to go a little bit further to the left, or to the far side, to score on that one.
We have a corner kick for the Orioles. Kniser sending it in.
Oh, knocked
Good
away.
save by Carlson. Coming in key for the Chanhassen defense here. Some great saves these past few minutes.
The Orioles just waiting there on the line, hoping to be able to just get a piece of it to knock it in. Carlson, as you said, did a nice job knocking away.
Kniser again to take the kick. Serves it in. This time going higher. Kent looking for the header. Chanhassen clearing it away, but still bouncing in the box. Carlson collects the ball. Slows down the play. The long throw forward.
Been a lot of touches by the Orioles in that 6-yard box.
Definitely. center by Chanhassen. Orioles looking to maintain possession here. Their defensive third. Trying to move the ball up the field. One touch. Playing it back into the center to Kent. Touch too big. Chanhassen looking to counter. Long shot taken.
Oh, off the crossbar of the football upright, or the football crossbar, rather.
Fantastic idea there, though, by number 6 on Chanhassen. Benitez off his line, able to get it in behind him. If it was only a titch lower, would have been a goal.
Yep. Would that be enough to give the momentum now to Chanhassen?
Possibly. Here comes another shot, but goes wide.
Loose ball. Kwame tried to get there, but Chanhassen got there first. Now Kwame is on the ball. And the man breaking on the left side gets it there. Zua. And it's knocked away by the defense. Still in play. And they touch it by the Oriole player, but the Orioles get it back at center of the field.
Now Chanhassen with possession. Ball played too far forward. Runs out of bounds for an Orioles throw.
Headed forward. Comes a race again. Lanesbury. Oh, now he misses it just wide to the right.
Oof.
He's got to be kicking himself.
So many opportunities this second half for Lanesbury. And again, Carlson, doing his job, cutting off angles. But Lanesbury's, like you said, got to be thinking, how can I get another goal? So many 1v1 situations with the keeper this second half and yet to finish.
And Carlson's keeping them in the game. It could be down by 3 or 4 goals right now.
Most definitely. Chanhassen free kick in their defensive third. Plays short. Orioles looking to pressure. They win the ball back. Kent distributing wide.
Earlier Shimada tried to get there, but Chanhassen knocked it out for a throw-in for the Orioles. See Flory will take the throw-in. It's a little under half of the second half remaining. 2-2 the score.
Good turn by Kwame.
Right into the fender.
Just play simple, right?
And I thought he should have dropped it to the man on the outside there.
Definitely agree, but I
But
guess
he got a
keeping the
penalty
ball
shot.
drew the penalty. Here we see it again. Kwame just keeping the ball at his feet, looking to split those Chanhassen defenders and just gets tripped up. And this is going to be a game-defining moment for the Orioles, whether it goes in or out. This is...
Well, he hasn't stopped the clock yet, so the referee's going to finally...
And Kwame stepping up to take the kick. Carlson in goal. Here goes Kwame.
And it makes it look easy.
And that's the key to a penalty kick, right? It doesn't need to be a power-driven shot. Just placement, placement, keeping it on frame, keeping it low. And Carlson just looks to go the other way.
Yep.
When you're a goalkeeper in those situations, you just have to pick a side, hope for the best, and unfortunately for Carlson, did not pick correctly.
Didn't even hit it that hard. Just nice and smooth on the ground.
Exactly. Didn't overthink it.
And 6-2, 5-2. Number 2 Lang.
But still a lot of time left in this match. 17 minutes remaining in this second half. Anything could happen. Orioles cannot let their guard down, cannot get comfortable with this lead.
Oh, that is for sure, because we've seen a couple of breakaways, although that happened early in the game. They gave up a couple early. No, didn't give up the goals, but they gave up a couple breakaways, and that's what killed them against Chaska.
Yeah, dangerous moments. Lang taking the throw for Chanhassen. Big throw sent down the field. Flicked on by Chanhassen. Orioles scrambling. And played out wide. Played out wide. Chanhassen keeping it in, playing it down the line. Looking to save it, but it rolls out for an Orioles goal kick.
Well, 3-2 the score now. First event of the second half here.
Orioles collecting the ball, looking to play it forward. Headed away by the Chanhassen defender. Kwame pressuring the ball.
And Chanhassen tried to get a through ball. It was broken up by the defense. And now, again, this one, is that Kaiser? I believe so. Kaiser doing a nice job down there.
Orioles looking to keep possession. Kent going back to Benitez Matias. Plays it long up the field.
Orioles settle it, trying to keep control, but give it up. Now a long ball sent by Chanhassen, who rush, fight for the ball, and the Orioles will come up with it.
You can see after this third goal for the Orioles, the Chanhassen attack has definitely gotten more intensified since that goal.
Yep.
Orioles doing a good job of riding it out, right? Just trying to get control of the game, slow them down.
Yep, they're putting more pressure on, trying to get in to get that equalizer. The way he closes on him, where before he would have a little bit of time to.
Definitely, they're feeling the pressure as the clock is ticking down.
They get the ball through. A 2-in-1 situation, a little give and go, and a nice clearing header to get it out a few yards.
Well played wide. Chanhassen keeps the ball in play, plays it back. Ball served in, and Benitez makes the save.
And he falls with the ball. A good tactic to use a little more time before putting it back in play.
Definitely.
Ball's out of touch, and the Orioles have a throw-in coming. That's what I was thinking. They should get it to Kent. He was wide open there.
Playing it long and wide. Warren running onto it.
Offside. I'm not going to argue it. It looked like it on the screen that he was onside, but we didn't have the angle that the assistant referee had, obviously. So
Exactly.
broken up there by Chanhassen. The Orioles have a throw-in.
Well, and again, with the offsides, maybe when the ball was played, offsides, defenders were able to drop back. It was a long flighted ball, so.
Right. Orioles content just to keep it down there and work the ball. Now there's a shot on goal. Carries it down and picks it up, gets ready to send it the other way. There's a long kick. Oriole defender misses it. Here's a break. But the Oriole defenders were able to get back in position and shut it down.
Yeah, good recovery there.
Scoring again, but that's going to be too far in the middle for him. Hops over one Oriole. Second defender gets there. Oh, here they come again. Man breaking down the left side. Is that still Zua? Can't see the number that far away. Man, no, it's Kent.
Chanhassen really pressing here.
As I was saying, that pass was pretty soft. I thought it was going to get intercepted. Same thing with that one.
Yeah, some risky passes back there where you just not quite as much pace as you'd like to see on a ball.
Exactly. Well, there it comes. It's got to be on. Oh, that one looked onside from here.
From when the ball was played,
Yeah.
definitely. I mean, here we go. Let's see it again. Ball's played.
He may have had his body
That's
just
close. That's
leaning.
close.
Yeah, he was leaning, but very close.
Right idea by the Orioles, again looking to get Lanesbury on the breakaway. Ball served in now by Chanhassen. Orioles first to the ball. Kwame settles it.
He has it slide tackled away. And that pass forward was off target and went right to the Orioles. Now another chance for St. Louis Park. A slide tackle there, and they're going to call foul and a yellow card coming up here.
Definitely a dangerous play there by Kwame. We'll see it again here. He's going to go in for the slide tackle and just doesn't play the ball. Gets the Chanhassen defender's feet completely. And Kwame, the one left on the ground, but all due to his dangerous slide tackle there after the play. And he receives the yellow card. Orioles substituting.
Yep, they have to on the yellow card.
Yep.
Number 7, El Hadi and 18, Feliciano return to the game for the Storm. Number 5, Cruz. 12, Jonathan Peterson. 15, Ryan. And number 19, Lucas Lee are now in the game for the Orioles.
A lot of fresh legs in the match right now for the Orioles. His job there to get the ball up as he was getting tackled.
Good touches by Lanesbury there. Tapped away though by the Chanhassen defender.
He went into a double coverage there. There was no way they were going to let him through. Well, his own man gets in the way. And they give it right back to Chanhassen. Touched away nicely. Lanesbury with the ball. Yep, Orioles cough it up. Nice turns and keeping control of the ball. Thought they were waiting a little too long there on that one, but
A bit, yeah.
the ball got to him. Here's a long ball again. Orioles going to let it roll out of touch and be a throw-in for St. Louis Park.
Orioles sending it long. Headed away by Lang. Chanhassen looking to make something happen, but the Orioles block that pass. Here goes Lanesbury. And Lang just shielding it so Carlson can easily pick it up.
If they had him covered well, not going to let him get through again.
No, yeah, they've definitely, since Lanesbury's first goal, breakaway goal, they've been much more aware of him and staying tight.
Uh-oh, man, breaking open. Oh, and headed out by the defense, because that one was going past the goalkeeper, but I think it would have caught in front of the goal, so it would have been up to the player breaking over there, right behind that defender, who had a chance to score that goal.
Good ball played in. I mean, like you said, Chanhassen was ready to just tap that into the goal.
Yep.
Here comes the corner kick for Chanhassen. Looking to equalize.
And it's headed out wide of the goal. With 7 minutes remaining in the match, it's 3-2, St. Louis Park in the lead.
And it's going to be a long 7 minutes for the Orioles, as we've seen Chanhassen really pick up the intensity here since the Orioles took the lead with their third goal.
You know, they have to see if they can keep control of the ball down on the other end, using that space and working it around. Hear the bench of Chanhassen rather, saying up, they want pressure. There's a ball that's going to go out.
Long throw by Lang, headed forward by Chanhassen.
Played out nicely, out wide right. Drops it back into the middle. Cleared away by Kent. Lanesbury cuts it back on the defender. Goes around the second defender. Shot. Oh, hits back outside of the goal.
Good work by Lanesbury in a 1v3, 1v4 situation there. Still able to get the shot off.
Nice cut back. It's in the middle. Goes around one defender. Tries to play it up, but it's intercepted and knocked away. And a nice step in there. Comes a race again. It's tipped out to the side. And it's going to be a throw-in.
Well played in quickly.
That was out, yep.
And with under 5 minutes remaining in this second half, 5 minutes remaining in the game, Chaska looking to get that third goal on the board.
I can't understand why number 10 is standing down there. He's out of the player's area. He's trying to keep the ball back into play as quickly as possible, and he can't be out of the player's area.
Good ball played in. Orioles keep possession. Passing it forward, looking for the through ball, unable to connect. Good step by the Orioles, playing it out wide. Chanhassen plays it out of bounds. Zua on the ball for the Orioles. Moves it forward to the top of the 18 to Lanesbury. Lanesbury turning. Takes a bit of a dive. Nothing there, though.
3.5 minutes.
Chanhassen moving the ball forward. Looking for something, anything.
Play fly it out wide. Into the box, there's an attacker there, but he's shielded and knocks it out over the goal line for a corner kick.
Dangerous situation here for Park. They need to clear it up and away as quickly as possible. Here goes the ball is served in for Chanhassen. Into the back post.
There's
Shot
a
taken.
shot. Yep, blocked, and then the next shot. Nicely done by the goalkeeper to shut it down. 2.5 minutes remaining.
Dangerous ball played back by Zua.
Oh, and again, the Orioles give it up. There's a shot. It's a great shot to score! Goal!
Just a complete breakdown in the Orioles' possession and then in defense. I mean, that pass back, the decision to pass it back to Kent, the center defender, when he has pressure, right? He does a good job clearing it away once, twice.
Let's go,
but
White,
then,
come on!
I mean, at a certain point, right, just get the ball up the field if you're Park.
Yep.
Don't play with it in your own
Use the
half.
clock.
Yeah. And now Park had the lead. Trying to regain it again as the game has been tied up 3-3. Ball played in long. Lanesbury chasing for it. Lanesbury gets there.
Ben Giles.
Need to get a quick shot off.
77-52.
Go!
77-52.
Gonna be an Orioles free kick on the ground. Yep. Ball served in. Kwame there trying to win the ball.
Nice job of shielding to get possession.
One minute remaining in the second half. 1 minute.
And with 1 minute, both teams battling hard. Will someone get a goal and take the lead? Chanhassen looking to do that, sending it long. Kent playing it back up the field.
Go, Will, go!
Orioles get the throw.
No way!
Under 30 seconds.
Need to do something quickly if they want any chance at a goal here.
Gonna have to be a buzzer beater because it's counting down quickly.
10 seconds. 2, 1.
There's the shot. Wouldn't have counted had it gone in because the clock had
Right.
time had run out. But another interesting, the scoreboard is showing 3-2, but it's actually 3-3. And again, there we go. It's up there now. It's 3-3. It's
A disappointing tie for the Orioles.
yeah, exactly. You know, they've had a couple of games where just things haven't gone their way. It's and that was one. I mean, it was a well-contested game by both teams, and
Most definitely.
but there's no excuse giving up a goal like they did in the last couple of minutes because they should have been sending it long down range, and they didn't. Now we got a quick update on the standings. So Chanhassen, oh yeah, that's what we had. I was thinking Chaska 4-4-2. So now Chanhassen is now 4-4-3, and St. Louis Park is now 7-2-2. So that could cost. No, but it's not in the same section. So St. Louis Park should have a I think, a pretty steady number 2 seed, because the next teams down are Kennedy, Jefferson, and Cooper.
Yeah, they'll just need to focus on in these section games, coming out strong, not giving up goals in those first 10 minutes, and finishing the game. Again, as we saw in Chaska, and now Chanhassen, just unable to finish the game without conceding a goal in those last few minutes.
Exactly, and that's something they weren't doing early in the year, and it's just been, as of late, that they've been doing it. So they're going to have to figure out something before next Wednesday when they go into the playoffs. Hopefully, like I said, get it worked out so that they can prevent that from happening again. So once again, the total recap of scoring in this match. In the 7th minute, Lang scoring for Chanhassen. Then in the 11th minute, Sanders scoring for Chanhassen, make it 2-0. The Orioles come back in the 13th minute with Lanesbury from Ruiz Shimada to make it 2-1 in favor of Chanhassen, and then Preuss scores in the 30th minute to make it 2-2. Orioles come out with a penalty kick in the 63rd minute by Kwame. He makes the score 3-2, and Kwame 7 minutes later gets a yellow card, and then 8 minutes later, in the 78th minute, the Orioles give up a goal to Ben Giles to make the score 3-3. Again, a great game. Chanhassen has to feel great to come back after giving 3 goals in a row after being ahead 2-0, but they never quit fighting, and they got themselves back in the match for a tie. So that's going to wrap it up here for this final game of the regular season in the Metro West Conference, with Chanhassen tying the St. Louis Park Orioles 3-3. Chanhassen now 4-4-3. St. Louis Park record now 7-2-2. So, for Kelsey Tatar, this is Ira Gerwitz saying thank you for watching here on ParkTV 16, and we hope you'll follow us for the section match coming up next week on Wednesday. So long.